wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. 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 Can't you see? I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of the Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Kamille Smith, and welcome, folks. Um, it is it is Valentine's Day weekend in my eyes. Even though some people are like, "Oh, Kamille, Valentine's Day is over." Technically, no. For the folks that want to do something during the weekend and things. And it's also a family day long weekend for the Canadians. So big up the Canadians then. Burp, 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 burp. Um I mean, it's such an ironic ironic a holiday that is here. But, for anyone that has a healthy relationship with their family and everything, I'm wishing you guys a happy family day and try to do something with your family. Like, I know folks that went out for brunch to hang out with their family, or if you have extended family, find that peace with everyone, right? But when it's also a family day, it is also, or in February, like mid-February, it's also time for taxes. But I know people are gonna be like, womp, womp, womp. However, it's okay because you know what? I've had endless of episodes that have helped you prepare for this day to come. And the day has finally arrived when you are able to prepare for your taxes, you know? So I'm here to help everyone be mindful of what to expect for this year, and also throughout the tax season I am going to have other, whether it's a post, whether it's other information on how to prepare accordingly for taxes, because I know no one's gonna want to do it like the first for the last 2 weeks of February unless you have your T4s. And anyone that does get their T4s um before March 1st, congratulations. Well, your workplace is the real MVP. However, I must warn you, that even though there are some companies that will uh, um, agree with the deadlines with when you have to file the taxes to put into CRA, which is the end of this month. Um, you also have to worry about the if you have interest income. So if anyone that has a high interest account that is not um, registered, like a non if it's a non-registered account, you are going to be getting a T3 or a T5, and the banks have a little bit more time to take time with doing that. So I know there's going to be some folks that want to do it like in a hurry and things, but the bank might pause you. And I also want to say that with even though folks that really do their taxes early, I always say be mindful. One, make sure your CRA. Actually, sorry, I had to. I always have to give you guys some banners and stuff. Important things to remember. Um, if you're able, please, I would recommend everyone to have their CRA online account. Please, because at least this, you'll be able to know which tax slips that you'll be receiving. And also, of course, Kamille Smith, has a lovely questionnaire to help out with this. And if anyone has been dealing with me for the last, 2 to 3 years, I formed a questionnaire that you'd be able to check box everything. Greeting, Christopher Lawrence. Big up yourself, big up yourself. Brr, 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 brr. Sorry, I'm supposed to do this. Uh, so I would like for you to be mindful about that questionnaire, because without the questionnaire, even though we do this every year, there are new things that happen in your life. Whether you've got married, moved in with someone, whether you bought a house, whether you've had a child, whether you've received interest income, capital gains, or even if you have rental income or even business income. Anything that's different from 2022, and then in 2023 you had different things, you want to be mindful that it's very ideal to look at my questionnaire, because that's one thing that will keep you in check, because there's checklists, right? And I also think the second most important thing is knowing the deadlines. So there are a few deadlines that are happening this month, especially. So anyone, and I know this is going to be uh a battle with some folks, because I had an interesting shout out, Lorraine. She was able to have a interesting discussion on IG, and like we had a discussion after, and she was saying like anyone that makes 80,000 and more should actually consider putting money into their RRSP. And I was like, that's interesting, because normally I would say 50,000 and up, right? But I respect that. I think, thank you. I actually, if you're wondering why does Camille have glasses on today? I guess I always should have like a little snippet. I decided I wanted to wear yellow. I wanted to floss with these, not floss, but style with these glasses, just because it's been one heck of a month. And I thought the only way to bring sunshine into my life is to brighten up my style today. So that's what I decided to do. So the hair is a weave and things, wanted to look nice for y'all. So sorry, back to talking about deadlines. So the most important deadline that is coming up is your um RSP contribution for 2022. For 2023, sorry. Wow. Back in the past. So February 29th, because it is a leap year, you're able to contribute to your RSPs, right? Remember, up to 18% of your salary, or up to approximately 27,000. So that is the first deadline that you should be mindful for. So the folks that are making 80K or more, you want to take that into consideration. This is able to reduce your taxable income. And I'm gonna bring out the Bible, my tax Bible, that I like, just so y'all will be mindful about why I suggest that. Also, the the next deadline for all y'all. This is not back in 2020 when hit the fan and people are like, "Oh my gosh, what's happening? When are taxes due? When is it?" And we got an extension. It is going to be April 30th that your taxes are due, especially if you're owing, and that is the day that you would have to pay back your taxes, right? So I want y'all to be really mindful about that. If you know you're going to be owing taxes, I please, please, please do not come to me April 25th and expect me to do a miracle, because there's most likely other folks. But it all depends, right? But I would advise, let's get I'm starting it very early with y'all to do your taxes early. So let's just do it early. Come on, guys. Let's just do it early. Okay. The second one is for self-employed individuals. You have until June 15th to file your taxes. However, if you owe, you have to pay by your taxes by April 30th. Okay? But one thing about this is I'm going to show you guys some dates to be mindful about because I think it's really important to know, especially installments. For anyone that's going to be paying back installments, and the reason why is because you most likely are going to be paying back $3,000 and higher. So then there's in the program a way that you can, schedule or not schedule. They have a schedule of when you can pay back your installments, and it kind of helps y'all in the future. That's just a little thing, and I'm gonna show you guys that because I think it's just better to give you guys the information than y'all like, oh, which day do I pay? Which day do I pay? Like I'm telling you, these are the days. Just bear with me for a moment because I want to show you something else. But if you remember when we had, the inside scoop in the CRA, you would know that there is going to be times when it may take longer. I think the processing time is going to be decent this year, but because there's no strikes, there's no craziness happening. So I think we're gonna have a good time this year, y'all. So I advise everyone that wants to do electronic um to give me a shout. Sorry, I clicked on something else and it did something else. So I'm gonna go back to my original page and I want to show you guys. Okay, so for installments, all right, folks, for the ones that have to deal with these installments, this is what you have to be mindful about. Oh shit! Boom. Oh nope. Mm-mm. So I hopefully you guys can see it because I can't see it. I can't see myself. I could only see that. So you want to be mindful about March 15th, which is is around the corner. June 15th, September 15th, and December 15th. Okay, so ideally you would have gotten email. If not, I think I literally saw someone get the email on Friday or Thursday. I want to say Friday, which is yesterday. Gosh. Thursday, you would have received an email saying how much your installment payments. So anyone that has CRA online account, and you normally pay more than $3,000 in taxes, please look at your CRA account. And I think the newest thing I'm gonna do is add this in just so people are mindful about their installment payments. And also, if I suggest that you do these payments, it'd probably be a good idea to do these suggestions. But it's only a suggestion. If you don't want to follow it, by all means, if you want to pay it all in full, by all means, but you actually have a chance if you pay it in installments and you won't feel so overwhelmed when it comes to paying it back, right? So it's just a thought. It's just a thought. Um, but also, like I said, so the deadlines that you want to take in consideration is February 29th, April 30th, and June 15th if you're self-employed, right? And look at this. Look upon this. Me get package. Me get package already about what's going to be happening. So I'm going to give you guys a little little thing what's happening. So the newest one that they have is a taxable free home first home savings plan. Okay, so anyone that took the opportunity of getting the FHSA account last year, that's going to be line 12905 or 12906. So you or 2805. That's if you did a deduction. So that's a new thing that's happening. So if anyone took that opportunity, would like, despite having the RSP, because it's quite similar. If you want to go back to that episode, boom, bam, bam. Also, let's see what else is new. Oh, there's a multi-generational home renovation tax credit as well. So that's something you want to be mindful about as well. And other tax deductibles that you want to be mindful is for the teachers out there, the eligible educator school supply tax credit for those people that love to get to sign up subscriptions for news. This is actually one credit that I think a lot of people forget. But I'm just letting y'all know is the journalism or yeah, the journalism tax credit. And what else? What is another one that I think you guys would be very interested in knowing? Mm. Anyone that has a non-registered account and they had one borrowed money. If you borrowed money on your non-registered account, like let's say you use a line of credit or anything, please be mindful about that. You borrowed money to put into your non-registered account. Please notify me. That is actually going to be in my questionnaire, so I'm able to strategize properly when you get that, right? And also, but if you have a non-registered account, so be mindful about the carry charges that you have. So if you were charged any fees, and I mean, once you have your taxes ready, make sure you set up an appointment with me so we can actually deal with the questionnaire. So I will send you the questionnaire, and then you'll be able to one, I would be able to distinguish whether you're just employed or whether you're self-employed, whether you have rental income, interest income, and all that great stuff. And I am going to have contracts this year. This year, there are going to be contracts. So I just want to be protected, and I also want to make sure folks understand the dealio. I know, like, if you were to go to another company that's on the street, you'd have to have a contract with them as well. So I'm switching it up, and I want to have you guys sign a contract because contracts are very important. And also for my folks that are self-employed, this one's very important for y'all. Like I said, you do have till June 15th. However, I want to make our lives easier. When it comes to folks that have businesses, the most important thing is having your stuff organized, like your business expenses organized, just so we're able to maximize on getting the best for you. So I'm going to quickly show this as well. And I'm going to show you a template that I've been giving everyone that I've dealt with for years on how to provide the information. So I'm going to show you this. Okay. So for anyone that is self-employed, whether you have a freelance, and this is for sole proprietorship, partnership, is not for incorporated individuals. I stay in my lane. I believe to stay in your lane. So these are the types of operating expenses that you want to be mindful about, especially if it's your first year being in a business. Okay, so you want to think about advertising, you want to think about bad debt, you want to think about business setup costs, business tax. You want to think about the business use of home expenses. There are some people that work from home at their business. Please disclose that information to me. There are interest and bank charges. There are fuel. There's insurance. There's legal, accounting. So anyone's like, yo, this accountant charged me this much rate today. That's okay. You have a business. That that is an operating expense that you have that you can use to help um, put more money into your business, right? You need certain professionals to be able to help you run your business smoothly, right? There's meals and entertainment. There's going to be certain businesses where you have to do meetings. The meals and entertainment aspect is a little bit different, right? So we have to be mindful. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all this one because every time y'all will be like, "Oh, why can't I use tips and stuff?" No, 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 no. So when it comes to meals and entertainment, it's so let's say you spent $100 at a meeting, you're only able to claim the $50. So 50% or less of the following things, okay? Your business regularly provides food, beverages, or entertainment to customers for compensation. So you bill your client or customer for a meal costs. You show those costs on a bill. You include the amount of meal and entertainment expenses in an employee's income, right? You have a office party or a similar event. The limit is six. Oh, six each. Sorry, six events per year. It's a good thing to look. Entertainment expenses include tickets and entry fees to an entertainment or sporting event. Um, Boom, bam, bam. Oh, look at that. Oh, some people are going to be very happy when they see this. And I don't deal with any fishers, so I'm just going to pass this. But for folks that are truck drivers, and I dealt with some truck drivers before, obviously you are always driving, so you're able to claim 80% of your food. So if you spend $100, you're able to claim up to 80%. That's pretty cool. This is a new one. Extra food and beverages consumed by self-employed. This information is for self-employed on foot, bicycle carriers, or rickshaw drivers. So this is like, big up the Uber Eats folks or the Uber drivers or the DoorDash or the Instacart folks. This is for you. So you want to be mindful about this. However, the daily flat rate that you can claim is $23. And you can only do this if you have supporting receipts and all that stuff. So when I mention to my self-employed folks, please be mindful and I'm gonna be looking cheese because I'm going to personally make a tax skit. Like I've been trying to think about it for a couple days on what to do and what not to do when it comes to self-employed and giving receipts. Oh, hold on. Okay. So example, it's close but it's not. If you give me a bag like so with receipts and it's not organized, I'm charging you. I'm charging you because I I've talked about this so many times in organizing yourself. I'm even going to show you the template. And I'm going to be very strict this year because I just need y'all to learn how to properly run things and and it will make each other's lives better. Okay? I'm not saying I'm not going to be here to educate you, but I'm just saying I need y'all to help me help you. Okay? So I'm going to just one moment. I'm gonna show you something. And I know anyone that has seen this, they've seen it many times, and I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm going to I've made this a way for your lives to be easier. And my life too. Okay? So I have two different ways of where is it? Of showing. Whoa, hold on. Ah, boom. I have two different ways to show you guys, right? Um, 2 seconds. So if you see this lovely, this is my business expense template. Yes, I did my research to see how it would work for you. Ooh, hold on. Oof. Mm-mm-mm. Wala na minute. Wala na minute. Wala na minute. Golly. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. My my Excel crashed. My bad. So this is what I had to show you. Let me make sure no information is being shown. Obviously. Because I don't want anyone to get cheese, right? Okay, so let's try this again. Golly. Okay. So this one, okay, so the business expense. Ah. Close. Jeez. Okay. So the business expense template, I've made it so easy for y'all. Okay? So this, you have your different categories that you want to know, right? That you want to enter, right? So one, it could go based on month. So we have it by month, and you're able to get your total. And I would advise, if you have HST, let me know that you included HST. If you don't have HST, just put at like, actually, yeah, it's gonna be like this: income, HST, boom. That way, I will know whether I have to do a HST filing or I don't have to do a HST filing. So if I send this to you, so I would recommend for folks that are self-employed to send me an email saying that they want to prepare for their taxes. Please send me the business template. I will send you this template, and by the time that you're ready to do your taxes, this is filled, right? There's option 2. I show you option 2 because one, you're able to be mindful of how your year went based on the months. And then there's option 1, where it's a little more complex and you're able to put amounts with GST or HST and then have the total, right? This one I feel like is a little bit more complex, but if you have HST filing and you've entered it here, I actually put it in there, so I'm able to analyze it properly and do your HST filing correctly. However, if I receive this HST, if I receive this business template empty or it hasn't been done, I'm assuming that you want me to do that part. Everyone, so there's different criterias for the self-employed folks. There's a base. So if you send me that business template, and big up to the people that send it filled out and everything, I got mad love for you. If it's sent filled, I'm not going to charge a bookkeeping fee because I haven't done any bookkeeping. If you send me that template empty and you send me your receipts and all that stuff to be done, you send it to me like this, there will be fees added, bookkeeping services. That is only fair because my time is valuable as well. And but however, before I enter everything, I will show you the template and ask you if you agree with this, that everything's good, right? So that is one thing about taxis or for self-employed. I want you The objective is for you to be mindful of how much you're making throughout the year, and also especially if you made more than $30,000, you should be applying for your HST number. And I'm really hoping, and for the folks that have HST filing, big up, but there is different ones. You could do it quarterly, you could do it yearly, or you could do it monthly. But that depends on your pockets, you know. What? It depends. Um but you also want to be mindful of your tax bracket. Give me a second. I'm trying to trying to multitask at the same damn time. So now I want to show you guys the Bible, the good old Bible. I honestly big up to my former boss that was able to teach me about this, because it has changed me and just the way I look at things. So I always want to give him a shout out and things. Rest in peace. Just give me a second. So there's a new, gosh, sorry, there's so many ads and things. Okay. Boom. Okay. So this is for the folks. Okay. So let's see. My favorite site. Okay, so I want you to be very mindful for this. So I'm gonna show 2023, obviously. Okay. So I want you to focus more on 2023. Actually, I can make it smaller like this. So okay, so you see how I was talking about the RSPs, and I said if you're making 50,000 or less, don't even focus on RSP unless you're making over that amount. I would really like for folks to focus on, if you're in this range, that's when you want to think about RSP contributions and more, because every dollar that you make, Justin gets 29.65 cents back, you know? So I know it's a pain in the ass, but it all depends on which bracket you are in. For my folks, I know there's gonna be some people that are cheese when they see this. Um, so for anyone that's making six figures, yes, every dollar that you make, you're ideally paying 30. I'm gonna round it up, 34 cents and up back to Justin. So remember my other previous episodes when it comes to certain income that you're making. So income, whether it's um employment, business, rental, those are going to be coming together you want to take the consideration of this. But when it comes to capital gains, you want to be mindful about this. And when it comes to them sweet dividends, you want to be mindful about this, right? So ideally, we can't do anything about 2023, but I would really love for you ladies and gentlemen to take a look at how the Bible goes about in this year. And mm, mm, mm. I'm looking at it, and it's something. It is something. And I know some folks are going to be mad, like, yo, they keep taking from us middle class people. Yes, yes, but there are ways to be able to maximize on what you're spending. So I want the folks, and I know my American folks or people from different places, they're not gonna relate with this um with this episode, but I know it's tax season in the States. So big up the ones that have their 401ks or Roth IRAs or have gotten thousands of dollars back. But I really want like the Canadians to be mindful about this. Um and that is the reason why I do this, is because ideally I want to educate you guys on the proper way to prepare for the tax season. And once again, when you receive your tax slips, please give me a shout, and then we'll sit down, whether it's virtually or in person, to finish it up proper. Because, hey, this year, throughout the year, we want to have it proper, right? And I wanted to make a short episode because I know I hear y'all. I'm hearing y'all saying, Kamille, your episodes are long. I know, but I'm so passionate about what I do. And I kid you not, this podcast, YouTube, keeps me going. So everyone that watches, likes, and subscribes and comments, I honestly appreciate y'all. You guys give me life. You guys don't even know. If it wasn't for y'all, jeez, I'd be mush up. So that's why I continue to do this every week. And I just want you guys to know that from the bottom of my heart, I love y'all. And I'm just gonna keep pushing. It's tax season time. Do not wait till the very end. I will lose my mind if you guys decide to do that, ladies or gentlemen. And I know who you are. For the folks that are late. And again, with the business expense template for the self-employed folks, please be mindful of either completing it yourself, or I'll be able to do it for extra cost. But I'm going to be sending out the questionnaire, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit because I want us all to be mindful and know what's going to be happening. I don't want anyone having any surprises when they get the questionnaire, or know how much is being spent. I've been seeing that, but I always send out the fees at before. So I just want to be transparent as much as possible. And I repeat, depending on what type of taxes you get, the the type sorry, the price will be different. Okay? So much love to everyone. Happy Family Day again. Big up Love Day if you spent it with your loved one, your lover, your friends, or whatever. So big up yourself. And make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and tell me if you're ready for the tax season. All right? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper